Okay, let's bring this baby home. I was a landlord who had a tenant, the same tenant for 12 years. Around year 10, she stopped paying rent. The world was in a pandemic, so the courts shut down. And the system said she had rights, tenant rights, to sit there in heat and water and comfort while I footed her bills for 1 year and a half. And then the world decided to try and right itself. The courts reopened and I, without a lawyer, filed for eviction. I won, all was fair, or some version of it, until September 8th, 2021, the day of the eviction. In short, my tenant mollywopped my ish. Her main weapon of choice, the damn water I was forced to keep on. And then there was the raw chicken and the pork chops and the 10s and 20s of raw sausage rolls she rolled down the vents, along with lard and yogurt and beans and mayo. Who even has that much mayo? Turns out I was better than blessed because my insurance policy covered it all. This is the finale. This is the 9-month journey it took to put my house back together. This is how the story ends. Y'all, we back. I know I just talked to y'all this morning, but we back. These people are playing with me. All right. So the buyer's agent refused to take a cut. She said she ain't lowering her commission, right? And what she'll be doing is lowering it from 2.5 to 2. 2.5 to 2. That's what she'll be lowering it to. Remember, my agent already took a cut. So this agent ain't taking a cut. At this point right now, I feel like these people are playing with me. I feel like they're playing with me because they think I'm desperate. They think that I am going to just sell my house to them, period, point blank. But this is what I think. I already did my net worth, right? I already did my net worth. My net worth with keeping this house is still about $300,000 over $1 million. 300,000 over $1 million, meaning I made a good $250,000 more since I did this last August. I did my net worth in August when I was discovered I was a millionaire. So in less than a year, $250,000 more has been added to my whatever you call it. That's even with a down market. That's even with the stock market being down, where a lot of my money is, right? These people think I'm desperate. I'm not desperate. This house 5 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago wasn't even worth this much with my net worth. I can take a loss. So she says no. Remember, first we have the lender who refused to do another appraisal. Even though so many other houses around this house, they're appraising for their sales price. They're appraising for that, right? And then, like I said, you have my house, that house right next door. Same house as mine, but I have some newer things in my house than that house. And that house appraised for $374. But you telling me my house is barely worth $350, right? Okay, fine. I feel like I'm about to call my agent right now and tell her, and this ain't even me being emotional, because I know a lot of people say you make an emotional decision. I don't care. I never cared about money. I never cared about money. I don't have to do a daggone thing for money. I really don't. But even with me accepting this 360, I did not feel all the way good about it. I didn't. I was trying to make myself feel better about it through gratitude, through this, through that. I even went through this talk with myself about, remember, I've said this to y'all before. When you hear a clear yes, you're going to hear a clear yes. Anything less than a clear yes is a no. I never felt a clear yes. And then I try to make it seem like, well, am I not feeling a clear yes only because of disappointment? Is it really disappointment I'm feeling? Like just the disappointment of the 385 versus now? You know, so it's really confusing to feel it. But today, even though they have backed out on this closing date, I don't know how many times, it's like y'all playing with my time. Y'all are not respecting me as a person, because on Friday they said we didn't close because everything is ready to go. Everything is ready to go. We just don't have the time. We ran out of time. It's too late now, right? It is 11:46 right now on a Monday. We still haven't heard from them about a closing time. So y'all still playing with my freaking time, and y'all think y'all have the upper hand. That's what the thing is. So I just got finished talking to Jay, because I was going to tell my agent, tell them they have until 5 p.m. today. Are we done? Jay says just back out now. Why even give them to them? Just back out. I think he's right. So I'm about to call my agent. I'm not going to record it because I really like her. And she ain't tell me I could be recording her. You know, I usually call other people. Might change their voice or something. But I'll come back and I'll let y'all know what's up. It's a done deal. I told my agent. And she agrees. She agrees. She's like, yep, she agrees. So, sad part is, the buyer's agent told the buyer to break her lease and everything. But guess what? Y'all about to be out. But it's alright. Let me call my mama. Let me call my mama.
Tinesha.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Mommy said hi.
Hi, Mommy Davis.
She said hi, Mommy Davis.
Oh,
what's good?
Because I just got finished talking to my agent, and I'm like, yo, we out. We out this deal. I'm done.
Dang, man, I'm going to have to write this thing down. The broker's playing a game with you.
Oh, why?
The lender. Because, girl, what's so funny? This commercial came on TV. You know how they have these things talk about people owning houses and stuff, and if a lender takes their time doing something, that's because they're trying to fix paperwork up. Some stuff. I don't know. I meant to send it to you.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they're doing.
Yep. I feel like that's what they're doing. Because, all right, so two things. So my agent went back to the buyer's agent. And the buyer's agent she's a pretty new agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's so new, she has a coach. You know what I'm saying? So my agent went back to her and said, because my agent already took a reduction in her rate because of everything that's going on. So she went back to the buyer's agent and asked her if she would take a reduction too, to go from 2.5% to 2%. And she asked her this, I think Friday night, and heard nothing. And she reached back out to her yesterday, heard nothing. So we sent her a thing like in writing about the reduction, and the agent says no, she's not taking reduction. Right? So my thing is, and mind you, this agent already told her client to break her lease, right?
Yeah.
So all of this. So my thing is, y'all at this point, between this buyer's agent and the lender, y'all think I'm desperate.
Yeah,
y'all think I'm so desperate that I'm just gonna go along with whatever you say. I already reduced the freaking house by $25,000.
And that's what they pointed. I can't think of that name of that show. And I was like, oh wow, this is what they're going with Tinesha. And they were saying the same thing. So that way they keep denying you, and so that way you'll give in and say, okay, I'll go with that.
Yup. I was like, you know what? Nope. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate.
It's a game people play with. They play with that game.
Yup. So it's like, I'm not desperate. So in my agent, she says, I agree. She says, I agree. They're playing with you. I mean, you know, they're playing. They're playing because they think that I'm so desperate to sell this house that I'm just going to be like, okay. But my thing is this. I'm not desperate. I can afford to pay.
No, you're not.
I can afford to pay the mortgage on both of my houses with my eyes closed.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And I did my net worth. I'm $300,000 over $1 million. Remember when I first did my net worth? I was $1,050,000. Now I'm $1 million, almost $300,000 over. I can afford to take a loss. Like, don't play with me.
Yeah, but see, and another thing, and that girl, she gave up her apartment.
Nope.
You see, so they're playing. I can't think of this. I'm gonna find that show so you can Google it.
Yep.
And also they said it's good to have if you own a house. If you own a house, and you know, so they won't. Oh God, I can't. This is something you need to see. So nobody won't try to change your paperwork. And it was so ironic that this thing happened to come on when, you know, and it was like, wow, this is what Tinesha's going through.
Yeah, because I'm like, I feel like they trying to bully me, but guess what? I'm going to show them a bully. I'm going to show them a bully. I don't care. I can keep my house. Y'all playing with me. This is why I feel like the channel and the budget and all of that stuff is so important, because when you have money, you have options. You don't have to succumb
That's
to
true.
desperation. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
set up everything properly and you save your money and you got your savings and you got your this, you don't have to just do what they say because you have no other choices.
Yeah, see, and just like when that guy came to you when the house, was destroyed, he said, "We'll pay this cash to you right now."
Yup,
You
right.
see?
And that was gonna
Yep.
be 250,000.
See, and if you didn't know no better and think about it, because they try
I was
to
gonna
catch
take
you
it.
on your bad moment.
Yep.
Yep. And so, and these lenders is probably saying, "Okay, this is her bad moment. She got to sell. I know she wants to sell.
Yeah.
Here, we'll go to this price and keep denying it. Keep denying it. She's going to give in. She's going to give in."
Yeah, and it's like I tried with these people. Oh, I'm gonna ask her something else, if she can change the code on her lockbox.
Yeah, people always try to get over on people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But they said this thing, I can't think of the name of it. I should have wrote it down. They said that the bank, the lender, and the realtor, all of them work together. This girl's bank, her realtor, even though they offer her all that money, they probably didn't offer her all that money, but they was telling you that or whatever, your realtor and all this and everything. Because it's a big scam.
It felt like, don't worry, we'll get it down to a price that you can afford.
Yeah. We'll go this high right here, but we'll get it down, like you said.
Yeah, like bump you.
Yep. And then we're gonna play this game of she's gonna go down. We'll just keep denying it.
Yeah, so there we have it, girl.
I forgot to name this thing because they said everybody that owns a house should have this, and I said, "Oh shoot, I need to get that. I need to get that too," because you don't know. It's something with the title. It says something with the title. They said because do you know when you sign them papers? Do you know where the title's going? Do you see them titles? Is it locked? Do you know it's being locked up? You don't know where these titles are going. They tell you to sign the papers, and next you're off the door. Where's your title going? You don't know if they're signing papers, forging your name and saying this and saying that. People know how to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what they were saying. A lot of people should get into this, and they said because once you get with us or whatever, we'll make sure if anything sneaky going behind you, then we'll let you know.
That's what I'm saying, girl. Yep. I feel like they are playing me all the way. Yep. They are playing me in the name of desperate, in the name of she probably can't afford to have two houses. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I really don't want to rent it out again, but I could if I had to.
And the girl, she don't even really know what's going on because she's just a third party trying to buy a house. But it's the other people that's trying to make money from her getting this house.
There you have it, boom.
Yeah.
Loud and proud from the work parking lot.
I told you by Monday or Tuesday, you'll hear something.
Yeah.
You're going to hear something Monday or Tuesday, didn't I?
Oh, for me? Yeah, I was going to hear something.
I said Monday or Tuesday, so this is what you heard.
I was going to know.
You'll be able to say, nope, let's get out. We got to get out because she's taking a loss too.
Yeah, like she already took a loss. Yep. And it's so like, how can she, a seasoned agent, be, and she said, because if it was her, for her client, she would have took the reduction. But like I said, I really think that these people are calling our bluff. They really feel like we are, but it's like, boo. We good. We good over here. We good over here.
Yep. And it's a good thing we got a good agent like her. You know what I'm saying?
Who ain't desperate for money either, right?
Yeah, because she did that thing in 3D.
Yeah, because she'll try to tell me, because if she was desperate, she'll just try to talk me into selling it. Like,
yeah. Because she said, look, I gotta make my money, shoot.
Yeah.
Yep.
She'll try to use fear tactics.
She even took a loss. Yep.
Yeah, she'll try to say, well, if you sell, well, it's gonna be hard. But she's like, girl, we just gonna pray, and boom. It is what it is.
So now you're back on the drawing board. You're going to get what you asked for.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm over it. And I think that's the thing with negotiating, too. If you negotiate, and you can't be afraid to walk away. You can't be afraid to walk away. Otherwise, you ain't negotiating. You just bluffing.
Right.
But you got to mean what you say. Like, remember, there was times like when I was buying my house that I live in now, where if I didn't get it on my terms, I was going to walk away and lose the money. When I wanted the loan, but I wanted it at a lower interest rate, and I was like, if that doesn't happen, oh well, because I had to put $30,000 down on that house, and it was going to be like, they can keep that money. Hey, remember the house with Courtney? Remember?
Yeah.
I put $15,000 on that house. Oh well, I walked away.
Yeah, you did.
You know, so it ain't the end of the world. I don't care. Like, you can't have
That's why a lot of people go into foreclosure. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have the extra money, like you say, saved up, you know, and fight for their rights.
Yep. So that's what it is. Walking away. I mean what I say.
Yep.
And at this point, it's not that I don't want the greatest profit possible. I do. But at this point, I just don't want to do business with y'all. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to do business with that lender.
And then after last year, they told me they don't have their paperwork together.
Girl, and this is what my agent said. My agent said, at this point, they have not kept their word. Period. Yep. And so even though they're saying Monday and Tuesday, they can still keep putting it off. You know what I mean? And I did what you said, Ma. Remember you told me to Google them? I did. And guess what?
It's an insurance company.
No. I seen a lot of good reviews, but again, it looks like, first of all, what customer is reviewing a lender? That don't even make sense all the way.
Yep, so it's their people trying to put a good review.
Yeah, like they tell people to do a review. But one of the reviews said, they had a really good experience. Like the lender is working on the behalf of the person getting the loan, right? So they had a really good experience, and this, that, and the other. The lender kept them update on everything that was happening. She said, but the only problem was the processors. Like the fact that to get to close it took so long that their seller almost backed out twice. So this is what they do. Yeah, it was like the seller almost backed out twice, and that was the only thing. And it's like, well, yep, y'all absolutely right, because this seller is backing out. And not almost, I am backing out. How about that? Yeah. How about that? I just don't want to do business with that bank. How about that? Yeah.
So this was what is it? Is it nationwide?
Yeah, nationwide.
Isn't it nationwide like a
like an insurance thing? I know. Yeah, but I guess they have a mortgage branch too. And this is the thing. When I go back to read all of the notes, remember when we was trying to get an appeal from the appraiser? Guess who was telling us no for the appeal for the appraiser? Because I didn't realize all the key players at this point. It was the bank. It was this lender. Yes. So he didn't even want to submit it. He did not submit it to get a new appraisal. I'm thinking it was the appraiser. No, it was him looking it over saying, oh no, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. Your bank loses this deal and this agent loses this deal. How about that? Yep. Tenant, new buyer, so sorry for you. So sorry you're going through the stress. Oh well, blame it on your folks. Blame it on your peoples.
And also, no, this is a good YouTube channel too. Also, I'm talking about what you're going through now with these people. Also, because this is the education for other people to learn and say, oh, this is what they was doing and blah, blah, blah. And also, her car, the girl's car must be insured with this company. And they say, oh, we do houses too. If you want to buy a house, yeah, we can do your house for you. Yep. And that's what she took it. Because who does a car insurance to do appraisal for your house? Yeah. You go to the bank. Really? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. This was the last straw. Y'all playing with me. She asked if you wanted to take a reduction. You come back strong with a no. And you didn't give us a no until we sent you formal paperwork. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, girl, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Yep. It's okay.
I don't care if the market is changing. I will just take my chances and take a loss.
Even though the market's changing or whatever, but people are still buying houses. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
People are still buying.
yeah. Yeah, this sun is in all of our faces. And my face kind of greasy. There's a lot going on in this car. All right, so just coming back up here to give y'all another update. So around 3 p.m., house went back on the market. Around 3:30, house went back on the market. I feel good about this decision. I do. I just feel good about it. It just reminds me of, again, we're not over here making empty threats. We're not over here doing that. We're not trying to bluff. We're not doing any of it. We, for real. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. So that feels super good. And the other thing I was thinking about earlier that I didn't say to y'all too is the suspiciousness of the fact that we were supposed to close on July 7th. Y'all remember. And then like around 3 p.m. the day before on July 6th, this appraisal comes back at the last minute, at the umpteenth hour, saying it under appraised, right? And it's almost as if they was banking on me being so desperate to make the sale that I was just going to go for it, go with it, and move forward on the 7th anyway with this new price. But we did what we did. So yeah, so they was playing with me. So I feel really good. And as far as I'm concerned, as far as we all know, this buyer, maybe she didn't want it anyway. Maybe she found something better. Maybe she was regretting her decision and she couldn't back out, because if she backed out, that meant we kept her money, her earnest money, right? So maybe it was her plan to wait out the contract. We don't know. And then if she did really want this house, we don't even know what her agent told her the reason for it falling apart, what the deal falling apart was. I wonder if her agent took accountability, took responsibility, or if she just blamed it on the buyer changed its mind. You know what I'm saying? What do they really honestly tell their clients in these cases? Because the honest truth is, your agent wasn't willing to budge, your lender wasn't willing to budge, and the only person losing anything, the only person who kept making concessions was me. That's it. I was the one losing, and my agent lost some of her commission as well, but at the end of the day, I was the one taking the biggest loss. I mean, if you want to call it a loss, y'all know what I'm saying. But nobody else was willing to do anything to meet me halfway. So I'm good. I'd rather sell to somebody else, period. So house went back on the market at 3:30. And y'all, between 3:30 and 7:30, now I'm just getting off of work. So I don't know what happened between the last time I checked. It was like about 6. So between 3:30 and 6 p.m., y'all, we already have 4 showings today. They started coming in at 4. Then I think one was scheduled at 4:30, at 5, and I think one scheduled at 7 or 7:30 or something. 4 showings today. Already got some feedback from one about the client being strongly interested in it, and then also the intention to do an offer, to put in an offer. So don't know how that's gonna look. Don't know how that looks. Don't know if their loan product is one of our acceptable products. But we're accepting VAs and conventional loans. We're not accepting FHAs. So don't know how that part is gonna go or work out. Y'all, we are looking for a miracle. And I feel like sometimes in cases like this is when it's like, it's nobody but God. Sometimes impossible pops up, or things that look impossible or slim to none, so that is God. Who's doing it for you, right? There's no doubt. And that's what it is. Of course, we want everything to be easy and a smooth ride. I know I did. But sometimes, life is life, and you just got to go with it. And you just have to go with it. And all these opportunities are opportunities for God to show up and remind us all who He is. So I feel good, though. I feel good about it all. I really do. And that backyard over there is looking a hot mess. It's like a jungle. The grass needs to be cut. When I was over there a few days ago, I noticed that I was like, Dad, that grass need to be cut. But Dad, we thought we were selling it, right? So I wasn't gonna go and get the grass cut because technically the house was no longer gonna belong to me. We thought we were gonna be closing again today, Monday. But they still playing games. I don't understand. Supposed to have closed on the 7th, and between 7th and now, y'all still ain't ready. But it's okay. I helped y'all. Y'all don't even have to get ready. Sorry, boos. I wanted y'all to get ready, but you don't have to. We'll let somebody else get ready. So yeah, and it's gonna be so dope if that other house that's over there, if it sells, if it's sold at a good price point, bringing the appraisal values back up. Anything. We need this house to appraise. We need it to have a good appraisal so that we can back up whatever the offer is. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. Hey y'all, good morning. It's Tuesday. Let me pause this. Alright, it's Tuesday, guys. I'm getting ready to head out for work. Lipstick. And I just want to give y'all an update. We ain't put no makeup on. Update is, as y'all know, the house went back on the market yesterday at round 3. And as of yesterday, we have 2 offers put in. 2 offers. 2! Now, it's awesome news. However, the 2 offers were FHAs. And remember, this time around, we're really not trying to accept FHAs. We're trying to do VA or conventional loan. Only because, from what I understand, the FHA loan, the appraisal that they did, that low appraisal, is good for 6 months. So they'll usually use that low appraisal unless the original lender who would have appealed it and he was refusing. So we're really looking for a VA or conventional loan. However, I just feel like this is good news. The fact that it just went out there, like not even a whole day, like hours in a day. And in them hours, 2 people was like, we want this offer. And that backyard looked like a jungle. The backyard looked like a jungle. The backyard is just full of weeds, and weeds grow fast, and they're high. They're like waist high, knee to waist high, above the knee. I'm looking at my knee. It's higher than that. So yeah, so I'm excited. I think it's like, I don't know. It just, to me, it's giving me hope. It's giving me hope. That's what it's giving.